Yeah, come on.
Hey, welcome to Take Two Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Scoop.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mike, man. Happy to see y'all again.
Absolutely. And this episode is
Oh
brought to
man,
you by Nutriburst.
yeah.
Lasso T with the NRG. You feel me? That was off the
Oh,
cuff.
so
What's
what
going
is
on,
that?
Mike? How you doing, man?
I'm good. What is that right there, though? Like, what
Oh,
is
so
that?
so Nutriburst. I'm glad you asked. It fell. All right. So the Nutriburst is it put goods back into your gut. Like I'm on day one of this. So my wife knows everything, but she ain't trying to talk about it because this is our podcast. So it's a liquid multivitamin. The NRG is it's you eat this after breakfast. It's a fat burner. It boosts your metabolism, controls your weight, and it assists with your moods, if you're in your feelings. And then
uh,
the
my
tea
Drake
actually
mode.
the tea actually helps you with like it's like a detox and a cleanse. So I'm day one and I've been using the bathroom like crazy. But I'm in this. I'm in it to win it, man. I'm in it to win it.
Okay, all right. So
It
that's
actually
important,
ties
man.
into what we're going to be talking about tonight, which is what the health, man, and
What the health,
what
man?
the health.
What the health?
It's we decided to talk about this because it's something that we hear from doctors, but it's never from someone from people that you actually see in your day to day community, like me and Mike, and like about how we feel about how we look in obesity and what it does in the black community. It's affecting us rampantly, and man. I'm over 300 pounds. I ain't never been this big before in my life.
Oh
What you talking
man,
about that?
I'm knocking on it, man. 13 pounds away, man.
Yeah,
12 and a
man.
half pounds to be exact.
I've
Mm,
always kept myself under 220 when we were in high school 14 years ago. Always kept
mm-hmm.
myself under there. Even when I went to Max Preps and looked at my weight, and I said that the highest weight I was at was 226.
Mm.
And
It was
man, you talk Max
190.
Prep, yeah, Max Prep was '05.
Mm.
And I didn't have kids, done went through life, had got married. I'm not blaming that as an excuse, but I had other things that took control over me actually exercising. And I'm realizing now, man, I was telling you a couple of days ago, I have a CPAP machine because I be snoring like crazy. And I
Mm.
use it. I feel like I get the best sleep of my life. If you look at
Wow.
two episodes ago, bro, I'm tired because we shot late. I was exhausted, crazy day at work, life at home because you got to have a balance, and I'm tired. No lie, man. I got up yesterday at 5:45 in the morning. I felt energized, and even now, like I've been up since 6 this morning, and I feel like the whole day is still ahead of me. Like I don't feel tired at all, man. So now I'm getting back into the mindset of I gotta drop this weight, man. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of our listeners they understand what we're going through.
Absolutely. I can definitely relate to that, man. I recently just had a doctor appointment yesterday, and the big problem was my blood pressure. I suffer from high blood pressure as the average black person does. I guess you want to say that
Mhm.
African American or minority. Just put it in layman's terms. And my blood pressure was been running in the 200s, which is like borderline stroke. And like you, I was feeling fine. Like I was good. I'm like, I'm still functioning on a high level. Still running around, still playing, and things of that nature. But after a while, I would feel real sluggish. It wasn't a Gatorade thing. It wasn't a bottle of water. It was just the fact that my blood pressure was kicking my behind.
Mm.
And headaches, and to the point where actually I was hospitalized back in August, which a week I had to stay there, and then it ended up being I had to have a procedure done on my kidneys, and that was some scary thing because you think kidneys, you think dialysis, you think kidney failure, and you think death, like they got to take my kidneys out or something. But luckily, it was everything was negative. It just so happens that at this point of my life, I lost 60% of my kidneys. They've been scarred away due to my blood pressure, And this is something that's really important to me now. Before I got put in the hospital, I was losing weight. I was knocking on 240, which I was happy. I felt real good, and I was losing weight, trying to get down to at least 220, 225. Um, and I was doing my workout. I was doing some boot camp with a friend of mine, and I began to get a tightness in my chest that I couldn't take it no more. Heavy breathing. Went to the hospital, got admitted, had the biopsy done. I've been feeling pretty good since then. I'm on my blood pressure pills. Take your pills, people. Yeah. I know we want to be Superman to our family. I know we want to work and work and work and work. These pills are going to can help you do that. These pills are going to help you do that. I'm taking 4 different pills every single morning. I don't like it, but I want to live.
Mm.
I just recently had a baby. I don't need my son growing up not knowing who his father was because of ignorance.
Yes.
Man, because of ignorance. But so those things are definitely very important. Not, I just don't want to limit this to just the African American community. I mean, you as an individual, you know your body and you know what you're going through. No one else knows it. I just wish that our friends, the people around us more, would stop saying, "Oh, I like you for who you are." You
Oh,
know,
oh
you
yes, man.
you look good to me. Well, yeah, that's to you. I was just talking to my fiance about that a couple of days ago, and I said, "Hey, babe, I like the way this shirt feel, but I feel too fat." And for so long I made an excuse like, I'm fat, I'm fat, I like it, I love it, it's big man season, it's getting
Hmm.
cold outside, everybody gonna need somebody to lay down next to. But yeah, the most scariest thing is laying down next to somebody and they don't wake up.
Yes.
That's one big thing. So when we talked about, this being a discussion for this episode, I was really like kind of taken back because I had to think about my health over the last 5 or 6 years. We play with this stuff so much, and it's like Russian roulette. We're like, oh no, yeah, I'm gonna go to the doctors. I'm gonna go to the doctors. The biggest reason why I feel we don't go to our doctors is because we're afraid of what we're going to hear.
Oh yeah.
You
That's
know
the
what I'm
truth.
saying? It's like you tell them, oh, you got to get a procedure done. To us, it sounds like cancer. I got the cancer. Oh, I'm about to die. No, 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 man. You just got
You're
to
not
get your
you're
blood
not lying,
pressure
man.
right. You
It's
just got to
it's
get your blood pressure in order.
it's crazy because 2 years ago I took well I go back further than that. 3 years ago, I remember that we mime like a mime in church. So I remember that we did an event one night and we mimed in t-shirts. And after it was not even after it was over, maybe like halfway in it, bro, I could barely breathe. And
Mm,
because we know each other, and you just seeing like, yo, I wasn't in it. You just kept going.
yeah,
And
yeah.
after it was over, I'm like, yo, first of all, we were in the back, and the shirts that we brought, my shirt ripped.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So now so,
Ah.
yeah. So now, joking around, I went like this, and the shirt just ripped apart. And because of that, now we had to go out there in t-shirts. Just randomly, we had on the same color. That just happens all the time. We had on the same color, so we was able. All right, we rolled with the punches and we kept it moving. But in the middle of us ministering, I couldn't breathe, bro. And I'm like, yo,
Mm,
I'm tired. Even now, I look at the video and I cringe because maybe they couldn't see it, and I try to play it off, but bro, I was just out of shape. Fast forward 2 years ago, I go to take a physical fitness test to work for. I was thinking about doing corrections at the time. I had to be done with the obstacle course in 6 minutes. I finished the obstacle course in 5 minutes and 45 seconds, and I was breathing, and it sounded like it was like wheezing, man. When I got through like the first 2 minutes, I'm shocked that I made it through. And I had on a shirt that said weekend plans. And one of the instructors, he was like, yo, man, your weekend plans can't be games. You really got to get out here and work out. Because God forbid you get into an altercation with one of these guys who's smaller than you, and they got energy, and we can't get to you in 10 under 10 minutes. You got to fight.
Mm.
And if I don't
Yeah,
knock
that's
you out,
good.
and we sitting here tussling, you gonna get the best of me because I'm not taking care of my body. And I thank God, I don't have any underlying conditions. And when I went to the doctors, they're like, dude, man, you fat,
Mm.
flat out.
Mm.
Like, yo, you got to lose this belly. You got to lose that back fat. It ain't cute. And I had to say the same thing for you. Is like, everyone's like, yo, I like you, big guys is in, and I'm confident, man. Like
Yeah.
I got a 6 pack swagger
Mm, yeah,
with a,
absolutely.
with a gut, man.
Absolutely,
You can't
man.
tell. You put me in a room with some bodybuilders. I promise you, I'm gonna show who I really am. That's just who I. That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm built that way. But you look at my wife, man. My wife is fit, and I
Mm.
be sitting there, and she be like, "Yo, come on, it's time to work out." And I got all these excuses, but man, I ain't making no excuses no more. Cause like you said, I want to live, bro.
Yeah,
I got
absolutely.
I got a wife. I got 4 beautiful children, and my youngest is 3, and I can't have her not growing up without me. I don't want none of my kids to grow up without me, but I want to grow old.
Yeah, yeah,
I still
yeah.
got things I want to do in life. I don't have time to be at going on 33, wondering why I gotta, why I can't go out here and be with my kids, or why I can't do this because I'm not taking care of myself. Like I brought this shirt today, man. This shirt was fly, like this polo I brought. I get to the car, man. Like when I put the shirt on, it was a little tight. I'm like, all right, I can freak it for the day. When I got in the car and the button almost popped,
Mm.
I'm like, yo, it ain't the wave no more, man. It ain't fun.
Yeah,
It ain't cool. And I done did it for long enough to was the point where like I can't. It's not just affecting me no more. It's not just about me. And it's funny because we got a friend who owns a gym who put us on and legit lost a few pounds. Next, my wife is pregnant, and I and I wasn't. And then you turned around, had a baby on the way. Then I
don't
think
hurt
was
me,
it
JP.
yeah, and
Uh,
then I think Jay turned around and had a baby on the way. We all sitting in the gym.
uh,
We looking at Freddie like, well, yo, man, what's on these weights that you putting in, man? But it was like
yeah,
our bodies was like, okay, now you trying to fight for us, and it's only but so much that our bodies can do, man. We got to be willing to put the work in. So moving forward, I'm not making excuses no more. I'm not going on a diet. I'm going on a lifestyle change.
that's
Yeah,
good.
a friend of mine, he told me when I used to work with him at AT&T, he was like, you know what? Don't go on a diet. Go on a lifestyle change. Stop, stop with the sugars.
So, what's
Stop
the
with.
difference between that, though? For somebody who's listening to this, and you say, "I'm going on a lifestyle change over a diet,"
All right,
what would be the difference between those two?
so I can only talk from my perspective. I'm not a nutritionist, so I don't know, and I'm not a nurse or anybody in the medical field, so I can't tell you exactly. You know what? We should do a part 2 on this, and let's get somebody on who can actually break it down as well.
You're
So
already in my head, man.
yeah, so for me, what I'm doing is I don't want to eat breads anymore, so I'm cutting back on breads. Excuse me.
Breads.
I stopped eating. I stopped eating sunflower seeds. I used to eat sunflower seeds a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Super salty. One day I got dizzy, wanted to go get checked out. Like, yo, that could be a sign of high blood pressure because you constantly eating these salts on this food. So now, like the seasons I used to use back in Jersey, I don't use anymore, and I want to start eating more grilled foods. And then what I'm doing is I want to devote 30 minutes a day to just working out. It's not nothing high intensity, just cardio, something to get the blood flowing, and actually
Yeah,
get your body ready. Because when you big and you constantly walking around, your low back be tight,
yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
and it's you
Amen.
sitting here, you uncomfortable, but you put yourself in this situation, and this episode is not. We're not breaking like beating anybody up in the head because we're in it too. We're in this together. We're
Absolutely.
like we're getting ready to start a
That's
journey.
good. That's
We're
good
getting ready to
stuff.
start a journey like pretty much from fat to fit.
Mm-mm.
And we
There
ain't
you
got no
go.
choice, man. Like this is it's now or never. It's like Diddy said, no way out. It's not vote or
Hmm.
die. It's like change your lifestyle or you die. That's
Yeah,
that's it. I know we all got a date when we got to meet our maker, but I'm not trying to speed the process up.
absolutely.
I want to smooth sail this thing out. I want another 40, 50 years in me, man. I want to grow old with my family. I want to see my grandkids and my great great grandkids. And if I'm blessed enough, the great 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 grandkids.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's good
I,
stuff,
like you
man. I
got
like that.
like my grandmother-in-law. She's almost pushing 90.
Mm,
She done seen a few generations of her kids growing up, and I want that same
yeah,
longevity. So I'm not gonna hold it off tomorrow what I can do today. So the lifestyle
absolutely,
the lifestyle change for me is changing what I'm eating, changing my mindset, and actually getting out and doing the work. Because man, it's funny because I said I don't. I know it sounds selfish, but one of the reasons why I don't die, I ain't trying to let nobody else smash my wife, man. Like she can't read bad. Look at her body, man. Can't nobody had none of that good loving Mike. Like, come on, man.
Oh man,
I'm sitting there
nah,
dying
I
like
hear
you
you.
better not give it up. You better
Uh,
not. You better wait. You better hold it together. And she in her 30s, man. Like, how selfish is that of me?
hey, bro, listen, my fiance in her 20s, bro. So I'm trying to keep up, bro.
I can't,
You know,
man. Yo,
the baby just dropped.
I had
I'm
this
like,
co,
hey,
I had this coworker, Mike. No lie. When I was working with him, he didn't make it out of the training class because he kept falling asleep.
mm,
Big guy, right? We on the sales floor one day, and all I hear is like, I'm like, what? Like, my man, are you asleep? He's like, oh man, I'm sorry, man. I dozed off. I'm like, we are talking to a customer
mm.
in our face, and my man fell asleep. Mike, no lie, a year and a half later, he died.
Ouch, man.
35,
Wow. Mm,
4 kids, a wife. You left that because you didn't catch it in time to take control of your life. I feel like we are at the point right now where we can change things around for the better. So why not do what we got to do, man?
absolutely. That's some good stuff right there, man. And just to piggyback off of that, when for those who don't understand what he said, when you're going from a lifestyle to a diet is something you put yourself on temporarily.
Yes,
All right, it's something you do that with the small goal intent. All right, you got a high school reunion, so you're going on a diet. You want to look good for everybody who talked about you in high school, everyone that said you was ugly or whatever. You know, you want to look good for them, so you put yourself, oh, you do the gym for 3 months. Now you drop 15, 20 pounds. Congratulations, but that was just for that specific thing. Now you talk about lifestyle. That's exactly what it is. It's a lifestyle, right? It's a way of life. It's something you're committing yourself to do and committing yourself to change for the rest of your life. You know,
yes,
and we have to remember that when we're going forward to do this journey. I'm right here with you. Don't get me wrong. And I work overnight, so for me it's a little bit different. I try to sleep a little bit and then get up to start my day off you know. So when it comes to working out, I like to do all of that before I go to sleep when I get off of work. So, I mean, you in Florida, so you got what 80-degree weather all around. It's about
yo,
50
it's
degrees out
been
here right
it's
now.
been cold, but it's been cold until like maybe the
Hmm.
afternoon. Then like today it jumped up to 91, and I had on
Dang.
a fleece. I was sweating like a slave. I had to come out of it.
Yeah,
It was pretty bad, but the weather is good. But there's free gym memberships. I noticed online, like the way the analytics are set up on our phone. If you look up something, you can always it'll take you to what you're looking for. So
absolutely.
if you go if you go into like a Google search and you search in, you know, how to change my eating, out of when you go back to like Facebook or Instagram or any social media account, you'll see an ad that'll direct you to what you were looking for earlier.
That's so crazy though, man.
Yeah,
That's scary but real.
And some of these local gyms, they're running 6 week classes, with their social distancing, or they're running promotions. Planet Fitness is $10 a month. You take that eating out one day, hop into McDonald's, save that money, and invest it into your life. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's an investment. When you're eating, you're eating for just the time being, because your body's telling you that you need to eat. But when you take that $10 and you invest it into your life, you're investing into the health of you, into the well being of you, and it can happen, man. It's not going to happen overnight,
yeah.
but it's a process, and I think that it's worth it because your life is worth it, man.
I definitely believe in that. So my biggest problem is, see, I'm great at starting something, but finish it out. I'm like, all right, somewhere down the line, I miss one day, and then I might
Yes.
go back the next day, but then I ain't as energized and motivated to do it again. So what you can do is find some people who are going to push you along in this thing. I don't suggest you find somebody who is another fat friend. You know what I'm saying? Because their commitment to change their life might not be the same as yours. And I ain't telling you to go get somebody, who got a six pack or anything else of that nature, because you're going to be trying to keep up with what they're doing, and you're not there on that level yet. Like for me, I struggle with doing anything that got the word up in it. I hate push-ups. I hate pull-ups. I hate sit-ups. But you watching other people, they banging out 50 in a clip. Whoa, that's good for them. But somewhere down the line, they started off with a solid 7 like me,
Yeah.
solid 10. And we have to be mindful of that going forward. We ain't gonna walk in the gym, get on the bench press machine, and bang out, 180 like we did in high school or something like that. Nah, start slow. Just throw them 140, throw them 45s on there, that 135 or whatever the case may be, and work yourself back up to where you were at. I believe that after we get out of high school, we begin to get our bodies we're going to have for the rest of our life.
Mm.
Being in high school, you're very active. If you're not playing basketball, you're playing football. If you're not playing football, you're doing soccer. If you ain't doing soccer, you're running track or you're chasing after a girl. That's enough. That's enough breath right there to deal
Yes,
with.
it
You
is
know what I'm saying? Whether you
definitely.
get the draws or not, it's a lot of work that goes into that. So when it comes down to your health and what you're willing to do, understand that everything starts with just one step. Everything starts with just saying, you know what, today's the day. I'm a, I, I'm a walk a mile. My church all this whole summer, they had a fan page on Facebook where they call it Fit for Life. So everybody was posting. You go out on the beach at 6 a.m. in the morning. All the members of the church were out there. Well, not all of them, but majority of them were out there.
Hmm.
The pastor's out there. His wife is out there. His mom is out there. It's great to see 6 a.m. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me get out here on my days that I'm off of work the night before. So if I'm off tomorrow, that morning, 5, 6 a.m., I'm out there. I'm getting 4 or 5 miles in. And I was really shocked that, I could do this. It felt good. But even in that process, I ended up in the hospital because I was trying to overwork my body. And I want, you guys to understand that overworking your body is dangerous.
It
Do
is.
what you can do for that day. If you only get 6 pull-ups in, all right, that's it. Because you're going to feel the pain when you're getting in bed. Trust and believe it.
Or the next morning.
Yeah, yeah. That Charlie horse is going to come. Regardless. You know that thing's going to really, really do some damage to you. And not just exercising, but also understand your emotions are tied to this thing.
Yes, it
Your
is.
your emotions are tied into your lifestyle. So if you feel like you said, you're taking this product and you're feeling great, your energy level is real high, and that's awesome. But if you start your day off wrong, if you start your day off, on the wrong foot, as everybody say, whatever, or you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, as the slogan goes,
Hmm.
you're setting yourself up for the rest of your day to feel like crap, and
Yeah. So
that's one thing we have to understand that as well.
so what I do is in the morning. Well, one thing you said, I don't mind if another big person is pushing me. Like if we decide that we're gonna do this together and we're gonna hold each other accountable, then I'm with it.
Hmm.
What I'm realizing is that it really has to start with you first.
Absolutely.
Because I can call you every 5 minutes, like, hey, yo, Mike, have you got up yet? Mike, did you do your walk yet? You ready to do these push-ups? But if you can't find the will and determination inside yourself to just take those steps, it's never going to work. I can think on countless times of when Freddie would call me and tell me to go to the gym, and I'd be like, oh man, I got to go to work early. No, I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wasn't consistent. And when I look back now, it's like, man, I could have been where I wanted to be, but because I was in my own way,
Mm.
now I'm pushing myself back even further from the goal. And we gotta start. The accountability got to start with you first. And another thing, what I realized is that even when you were talking about going in and doing the weights, if the weights is too much, start walking.
Hmm.
Find you some walking buddies, or go walk out for yourself. Walk by yourself and listen to affirmations in the morning. Take 10 minutes when you wake up and listen to some like a positive message. You can go to YouTube and say positive message for the day, and it'll be somebody with some theme music behind it telling you that you're great, you're perfect, you're destined to win. Go out today and be great, be
Hey.
successful. You can do that, or you can speak it over yourself. No, excuse me, no lie. Last week I'm sitting in the house watching TV, and I go to my playlist and I find "Encourage Yourself."
Mm.
Man, I
Yeah.
can't tell you how old that song is, but I can put that song and I can remember the I can remember the lyrics, where I was at the first time I heard it, how we mimed to the song, and how it made me feel. And
Hmm.
when I put that song on, the next song I heard was "Let Go, Let God."
Okay.
And then the next song I heard after that was Brian Poppins. I can make it. Yes, I can. That old song, but it's like it was something that we sung a long time ago. Well, they sung it in church. We let the music play over us.
Oh, I got you.
But
The piano guy. Got
yeah, the piano guy, yeah. So, but it was I just changed my mindset, man. That's what people have to do. You got to start with you first. And and bigness, like obesity, call it what it is. It's obesity. And what it does is it creates a ripple effect of other things like depression,
you. Oh, yeah.
heartache.
There you
I
go.
can't tell you how many times I just randomly felt like a wave of depression come on, and I'm sitting here and I'm trying my best to pray it out. And then what end up happening is, because I'm upset with myself, I'm starting to take it out on the people that's closer to me. So now my
Hmm.
children don't want to be around because daddy always mad, daddy
Yeah.
always upset. And my sons be like, I don't want to talk to dad because he always got something going on. I don't want my kids to feel that way, but they don't realize that I'm fighting demons in myself because I'm not happy about the way I look and the way I feel. So I can't let my family suffer because of me not being consistent.
That's
So
true.
it creates a tree, like the tree is here, and it's like obesity. You look at the root, it's like because you're not exercising and take care of your, I mean the stump of the tree is like you're not taking care of your body right. You're not eating right. And when you look at the roots, that's when you're seeing depression, anxiety. You're not taking care of your family right. You're losing people who are living because of the decisions that you're making.
That's true.
It
That's
ain't
true.
fair, man. And I look back, I look back when I started making, when I decided to do this journey and do this lifestyle change, on how many times I had to go to events at Six Flags and I couldn't get on the ride.
Mm.
And,
Dang.
and because I'm funny, I make a joke out of it. They laughing like, "Oh, Ty, you funny?" And I'm like, man, I
That
could not
sucks.
get I could not get on this ride. because if the thing don't clamp down enough, because I can't suck my stomach in it, that's embarrassing. Like,
But you know what's funny about that? Because that happened to me one time, and I felt embarrassed by it. But I was
yeah,
like, I ain't gonna get on the ride anyway, which I really didn't. I just wanted to show these kids that I could get down with them at the time. But what I really realized about that is that it'll be women. Like I worked for Six Flags doing security,
yeah,
so I had to be that guy to say, hey, you got to get up, for safety violations, whatever the case may be, just to smoothen the thing out. You can't say, "Oh, you big as hell, so get your ass off the ride." You can't, you can't say it that way.
I mean, you can say you're
You
gonna get fired.
got to smoothen it out. But
Yeah,
I realized that that's a lot. It's common in a lot of men. I've seen obese women get on the ride and that thing click because they refuse to get up.
yeah. Men is like,
I seen
I
a
ain't taking
lady.
it.
Yeah, she got on El Toro, and El Toro is one of the world's fastest rides at Six Flags, and it's made out of wood. So I was like, oh, whoa, whoa, that's wood. That's not even metal.
Metal,
This
yeah.
is wood. We dealing with wood here. You know what I mean? One thing go on, bam,
It's like
whole thing
dominoes.
coming down. Yeah. So, but they allowed her to get on. They pushed on her stomach. Two people putting their feet on the thing, and it clicked. They was like, "Oh, light green, go." I'm like,
What?
"Yeah," and I'm like, "Whoa,
But that ride about to look like a a Jenga
yeah."
game.
So I'm like, "Whoa, you gotta do all that for me?
Nah, I ain't
I'm
doing that.
good. It ain't
Nah.
meant to be today. I can go somewhere else and get on a different ride." You know, but I like how you said about your emotions being affected and people not wanting to be around you. Growing up in the hood in Asbury Park or whatever the case may be, whatever hood you in, we as men, as black men, we're taught that we can't talk about this kind of stuff.
Yes.
So that's already a hazard to our health as well because people don't understand that depression is real. Anxiety, these things are real and they do play a part in your health if it's not addressed. You know, we go, no, I'm good, I'm good, man, good, big man got this. Well, sometimes you don't. And sometimes you make yourself sicker by ignoring the fact that one, you got a health issue, and two, now you got this pride that's stopping you from talking about the mental health that you also have
Yes.
that you're dealing with.
The physical
Yeah,
and the mental health.
exactly.
Yes.
That's also messing you up from getting the help you need because where we're from, we're taught if you show that you soft, you're a punk.
Yep.
Oh, no, I mean, can't nobody see you crying or anything else for that nature. So that's another issue that you can't go and talk to somebody about because of the way you're perceived when you open your mouth.
Yes.
No lie, true story. For those who don't know my story, I was married, and 5 years into the marriage, she decided she didn't want to play this game no more. She didn't want to do it no more. The mental strain that played in my head over that is where my blood pressure started from.
Mm.
Being 20 something years old at the time, whatever the case may be, and hearing someone say that to you be weighed so heavily on me personally that it wasn't, oh, I'm gonna eat and eat and eat. I didn't eat for days, man. Literally, I didn't want to drink no water. I didn't want to be around nobody. If anything I wanted to do, I either wanted to be with her or I was going to be a whore. Those were only two options that I had of things I actually wanted to do. But to see that it weighed so heavily on my mental state and it weighed so heavily on my physical presence, I needed help. You know what I'm saying? That was something so crazy that I didn't realize until all these years later,
Yep.
and that was something that was like, yo, what is the issue? Why is this even happening the way this is happening? But because I didn't address the heartache, I didn't address this part. I wanted to be that guy to go, what, I'm about to make you suffer, I'm about to make you pay. But at the same time, I was losing the battle myself with what this problem was causing. I was like, no, I got to be this for the kids. I got to do this for the kids, and I got to do this for the kids. I'll take care of myself later. But what if later never comes?
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
how many times later almost just went away?
Yeah, yeah,
Because even we was in the same situation. I've been divorced as well, and what me was I went from pointing the finger, and I was like, yo, what did I do? What did I do wrong?
yeah.
How I could have made it better? And one thing I realized is that when she met me, I was this person here, man. And then because I didn't want to do right by my family, I didn't want to provide. I had all these excuses. I didn't want to be a man. I just see myself just going down here. Who wants to be
Hmm.
around that? Even with
Yeah,
friends, I don't want to be around somebody who constantly is complaining, not trying to change their life, not trying to change their situation. You know? Nobody wants to do that,
absolutely.
man.
Yeah,
It's too much,
yeah,
man. But I think what we
yeah.
need to do, bro, I think what we should do a part two. And
I think so.
I think I know who you're thinking about. We're gonna talk about it off screen. We're gonna get them involved. But I know we gotta wrap it up. So let's go ahead and what's your positive word for the day, bro? And I'm gonna hit you with mine.
Uh,
If you want me to go first.
you can go first, man. Doesn't matter.
All
You
right.
know.
So my positive note for the week is as we're starting this journey to a new life and to new us, is to give yourself the chance to change. You're not going to see change in a day. You're not going to see it in 2 days. You may not even see it in a week, but just keep pushing. And then when you do see the change, and it starts to, you start seeing a manifestation of you working hard. Don't stop.
Hmm.
Don't let that be the excuse for you
Yeah.
to say, you know what? Well, I dropped 5 pounds. I can treat myself to a Sunday. No, you can't.
That's big.
You need to get back and stay focused and finish the course. And you're gonna slip and you're gonna fall. And you may take a couple of days off, and you may realize, you know what, I done lost this weight, and I done almost gained it back. Get back up and do what you got to do. And if you need an accountability partner, I'm willing to open myself up because I'm gonna need somebody to hold me accountable as well. Maybe we can start a group and hold
Absolutely.
each other accountable, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely willing to do that, willing to open myself up. If you're willing to open yourself up, and if you're looking at this video and you have tips that can actually help us change, let me know. We'll bring you onto the next episode when we do our part two, and maybe you can educate the people and actually get them on board, and then we can start changing people's lifestyles together. That's all. That's what
That's
I got.
good. That's good. Well, mine's short and sweet, man. Health is wealth, man. Health is wealth. We can't depend on other people to make our decisions for us. Not, arm yourself with the knowledge that you need because what's on you may not be on the next person. Some people may struggle with high blood pressure, but some people may struggle with, you know, eating. Period. Just because you're small don't mean you're healthy.
Yep.
You got these things like anorexia. People who are bulimic. All these other things that stop us, from being that, the way we want to be. We all have a desire to be a Coke bottle. Well, is that Coke bottle a 2 liter? Is it a 20 ounce? Is it a can? Whatever the case may be. But we never know
Oh
unless
man.
we knowledge, we arm ourselves with that knowledge to
Yeah.
read up on it. With my blood pressure, I had to read up on certain things, you know, and if it's nasty, cook it the way you like it. You know, that's one thing. I mean, my dad, when I was in the hospital, bought me some beets, like a salad, but he smoked those beets. Them junks taste like, man, it was awesome. I was like, man, yo, make that again. And when you do, send me a plate. I just
Yep.
want the salad. I don't care about nothing else. You know. As long as we continue to stay on guard and stay knowledgeable in those things, and there's no harm in asking questions, Don't act like we know everything because we don't. Ask questions to certain things. I don't know about calories and all that. I don't count calories. That's one thing I don't like to do. But arm yourself with knowledge and put together the right lifestyle for yourself. And that's it, man. But before we go, we are doing a special holiday episode. You know,
Oh, that
special holiday
fire!
episode,
That
a
fire!
special holiday episode, and we're looking for 3 to 4 couples that will get on Zoom with us
Yes.
and be transparent. I put the post up today. My fiance shared it out as well. We're looking for some couples who are going to come on and just be transparent. We don't want you to get in arguments or anything like that. Don't commit to this unless your spouse says yes too. So don't
Yes.
go, don't go. Oh, we gonna do it, and then your spouse like, hell no, we ain't doing that. You didn't even ask me or talk to me. Communicate with yourselves around this time, and if you're definitely looking forward to doing it, you could put a comment in this, after watching this, or you can, hit our page on Facebook or Instagram. Take Two Crew for Instagram.
Take Two Crew podcast on Instagram. Let me just confirm it now
Yeah.
because I know that on our Facebook page it's Take Two Crew podcast. On Instagram it's Take Two Crew podcast, all one word. I'm in the process of putting more content on the page. So if you notice in the next upcoming days and upcoming weeks, you'll see merch. You'll see merch up there. You will also see posts as well, like interactions that we want to get with the people. And that's another thing I want to mention as well. We do have merch coming soon. Be on the lookout for it. Also, I just want to continue to say thank you for all the donations that you have been giving us. We do greatly appreciate it. And do you have anything else, Mike?
No, man, I think that's it for the night, man. I
Hey,
think we
man,
did a
this
good
I
job
think this has
tonight.
been one of the realest episodes we got, and I think this is going to touch a lot of people. And I'm excited to hear your feedback. So you can hit us both up. You can hit me up on my Facebook, Tyreek Scoop Hampton. On Instagram, I'm Scoop_Hampton. And I would like to hear your feedback. And you can also reach Mike at
Facebook, name just Michael Drake. Space it out. Instagram, good guy Drake. I don't know how it's written right now because I just forgot, and but
You're
you
running on
definitely
fumes
find
right
me.
now.
You could definitely find me sitting like this though. I think
Yes.
I was taking the picture or not. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, thank you guys for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it, taking your time out to listen, whether in your car or even if you're in the shower. Man, appreciate it. Uh, take care of yourself, man, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
All right. Peace.
Peace.